Hi, and welcome back. For today's class, we're going to focus on opening up the quadriceps and the hamstrings a bit, maybe a little twisting too. So let's begin seated. Sit with your legs crossed at the middle of the shins. Rest your hands on your thighs. Close your eyes and drop inward. Feel the contact of your sit bones on the ground. Maybe even adjust the flesh of your buttocks so you can feel where your sit bones are, where they're aiming. And as your sit bones drop straight down, feel yourself balance up over top. Let go of the tension in your body, in your jaw, in your tongue, whatever tension you don't need to be holding to sit upright, let it go. And then feel on your next exhalation, let all the air go out. Feel the rib cage draw in and down. And as you breathe in, breathe down towards your belly and feel the sides of the ribs open up, lift and spread. As you breathe out, consciously let all the air go out. And just a few more rounds like this, meditating on sending all the air out so that you can take a full deep breath. We tend to be shallow breathers and inefficient. We don't take the time to send all the air out, and as a result, we only breathe up into the top. And also as a result, this creates poor posture, neck and shoulder tension. So I want you in today's class to be focused on sending all the stale air out so you can breathe all the way down. Now open your eyes and let's see what happens when we start moving and try to breathe like that. Twist to your right. So one thing that I notice is that I have more insight into my body as I'm holding the pose when I focus on the breath like that. And it also frees me up to move a little bit deeper. Could you feel it too? Twist to the other side. Come back to center. Fingertips out to the side. Feel a stretch across your upper chest. Now sit down through your right hip as you take your right arm up. Crawl your left fingertips over and then side bend over to the left. Take an opportunity to exhale all the air out here before you breathe in. Come back up, change sides. Sit down through your left hip. Then come back up. Come onto your hands and your knees and stretch back into your first downward dog. Walk your feet to the front of your mat. Let your head drop, pull forward. Then as you inhale, slide your hands up your shins, make a flat back. Exhale to fold deeper. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back into plank pose. Lower slowly into chaturanga. Lie down onto your belly and come into cobra for your first one. In the cobra position, lift your hands up an inch. Lower your hands back down. Stretch back into downward dog. Look in between your hands, step or float up. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Step back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or float up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale into chair. Stand, Samastiti. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Step back, Vinyasa. Step your right foot for warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Step back, Vinyasa, or you can just go right back to down dog. Step your left foot, warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Vinyasa, or just stretch back to down dog. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or float up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Stand, Samastiti. Inhale to chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step the left foot. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Exhale, Vinyasa, or just go right back to down dog. Now from down dog, set your knees down, slide your hands under your shoulders, and we're going to do a test to check our hip mobility before and after we do all the stretches. So now bring your left knee up to your left elbow without anything else moving, rest of the body like a statue, then open the leg out to the side, externally rotate it and abduct. Now internally rotate it, bring your knee back behind you, lower your knee slowly, And then go in reverse. Lift the knee back up. Move it out to the side. Externally rotate. Bring it up to your elbow. Lower down. Let's check the other hip. Knee to elbow. Open to the side. Internally rotate. Take it behind you. Lower down. Lift back up. Open to the side. Externally rotate. Knee to elbow. Lower down. Step to dog. Step your right foot up to your right thumb. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, come up, raise your left arm. Exhale, twist, take your left elbow to your knee. Join your palms together. Drive straight down through your heel. Now hold here with your back knee down or curl your back toes under and lift your back knee up. Now look down at the ground, shift your weight into your right heel, and step your back leg forward. Bring your hands down and fold. Inhale, flat back. Step back into down dog or take a vinyasa. Step your left foot up. Back knee down. Inhale, come up. Raise your right arm. Exhale, twist. Ground straight down through your left heel. Keep your left ankle, knee, and hip on a track as you practice lifting your back knee. Now bend your right knee, shift your weight into your left foot, and slide your back leg forward. And fold forward. Roll yourself up to stand. Bring your hands to prayer, shift your weight over into your right foot, and tip into warrior three. Come back up. Shift your weight over to your left foot, and tip into warrior three. Back up, over and to the right, tip into warrior three. Now we're going to add on. See if you can turn your chest to lower your left fingertips, and then come back up. Change sides. Shift into your left, tip to warrior three. Turn your chest to lower your right fingertips. Come back up, change sides, shift into your right foot, tip to warrior three. Twist your chest to lower your left fingertips. Now hold in warrior three, come back, twist again. Back, twist again, and then come up. Whoa, outer hip. There we go, tip into warrior three. Twist to lower the fingertips. Come back. twist to lower your fingertips. Come back, last one. Twist to lower your fingertips. And come up. Nicely done. Now, cross your left ankle over your right knee and sit back like you're sitting in chair. Arms forward. Hold there or go hands to prayer, elbows to shin. Hold there or put the hands down. Go to where you need to go to challenge yourself, to feel that you find your edge. You could even put your hands down and practice flying pigeon from this position. Come back up to stand. Change sides. Cross your right ankle over. Start to sit back. Hold there or go hands to prayer, elbows to shin. Hold there or go hands to the ground. Come back up to stand. Now step your left foot back about 3.5 feet. Bring your knuckles together behind your back or take reverse prayer. Open up your shoulders and your chest. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward out, halfway out over your right leg. Pause in the halfway position, push your inner foot down, your center heel down, and then start to lengthen all the way out over your leg. Then interlock your hands and reach your knuckles up and overhead, or you could use a strap or a towel if your shoulders are tighter. Press into your feet. Inhale, come up. Right hand on your hip, raise your left arm straight up. And if you feel like you're on a tightrope, wiggle your right foot over to the right. Reach and twist, twist a triangle. Now, like a windmill, press into your feet and come up and around for the other side. Just have that block there if you used it on the other side. Bring your hands behind your back again. Open up your chest, inhale. Exhale, fold forward over your left leg. Go halfway, pause. Find center heel, inner foot, and then lengthen all the way out over your leg. Press down through your feet, and as you inhale, come up. Left hand on your hip, raise your right arm straight up, and reach and twist. Spin from your rib cage to get the left arm to come up. Now, like a windmill, press into your feet, come up and around, turn to face the front, go back for the twisted triangle, except this time, see if you can slide your hand a foot in front and step up. Step back to the twisted triangle. Press into your feet, come up and around for the other side. Reach for twisted triangle. Hold there, or slide your hand a foot in front and step up. Step back to twisted triangle. Come up and around. Now clasp your hands behind your back again. Open up your chest without pushing your ribs forward and fold forward. Set your fingertips on the ground as you inhale, come into a flat back. Exhale, stretch from your left inner leg to your left inner foot and bend your right knee, lunge to your side. Hold there, or you might be able to lower deeper, bring hip towards heel. Change sides. Come back to center and walk your hands down the middle, let your head drop. Inhale, flat back. Come around to the front of your mat. Step back for a vinyasa, or just go right back into down dog. Then step your right foot up to your right thumb. Drop your left knee down. Let your hips start to melt forward towards your heel, and then see if you can bend your knee and reach back with your hand for your foot. If it's difficult, you can put a block underneath your hand to raise the floor up a little bit. So in this variation, let your buttocks release down, and as you stretch down to the top of the knee, the pelvis starts to come towards the right ankle to go deeper to the stretch. Now from there, let's see if we can bring the hips back over top of the left knee and then upright the chest and take a hold of the foot. If the balance is difficult, actually let's all just do this. Bring your left hand to hold your foot, right hand to your knee. And as you stretch down through the top of the knee, and then start to lengthen your buttock flesh down towards the back of your knee, almost like you're trying to tuck your buttock a bit, so you feel the stretch deeper into the front. Reach straight down from your hip down through your knee. Feel yourself grow tall. And release that. Bring your hands back down. Step back into downward facing dog, or take a vinyasa. Change sides. Step your left foot up, lower your right knee, and see if you can reach back with your hand for your foot. You can raise the ground up as much as you need to in order so you can make that bind. And if the bind isn't coming, just work on the stretch with your hands down there. That's fine. buttock flesh down, reach down into the top of your knee, and then see if your hips can start to move forward towards your left ankle some. Hold there, or left foot comes a little closer as you upright yourself. Try holding the foot with both hands for a moment. Or if it feels too unsteady, just go for the one-handed variation. So again, move the hips down, buttocks towards the back of the knee, so you start to feel the stretch more on the front. You're stacking right over top of your knee as you reach down through the knee. And then if you need to, you can move the pelvis forward just an inch. Keep the buttock tucked though, don't let it start to come up into your lower back. Remember your breath. Exhale all the air out. Ooh. And release that. Okay, now from here we're gonna get into the hammies a little. So now bring your hip back over your knee and start to slide your left foot forward. And go to where you feel a stretch sensation for your half splits. Lengthen to the side and back ribs forward. Now put just a little micro bend in your knee and start to contract your hamstring stuff. Push the heel down like you're trying to pull the mat down and back towards your right knee. Give it 10% effort, 20, contract your hamstring, 30, squeeze, 40, 50, squeeze a little bit more, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze as much as you can, and then release that. Take a deep breath and see if you can stretch deeper now. Hamstring hack. Go to the new end stretch, be there. And then come back up. Feel we made those hamstrings twice as long. Step back into down dog or take a vinyasa. Change sides. So hips come back as you wiggle the foot forward. And we're doing a little micro bend. It'll help us to get into the hamstrings better. So go to where you feel the stretch. Now let's put the stretch stuff on a contraction. So where you feel it in the belly of your muscle, start to contract that. Squeeze and drive the heel down and back. Notice if you feel stronger or weaker on one side. Ramp it slowly up to 60%, maybe even 70% effort. Squeeze down. Now squeeze through your whole body to squeeze the hamstring. Drive it down. As long as you don't feel any pulling, tearing, pinching sensation. Maximum effort for 3, 2, 1. And then release it. Slow breath in. Slower breath out. See if you can go deeper now. Be in that new end range and breathe into it. release. Back to the dog. Make your way to seated. And let's come into 90 and 90 stretch. So we'll take the left leg into a 90-degree angle as we turn to face the left leg. Try to make a 90-degree angle between your legs and a 90-degree angle with your right leg. As you sit up, put a stretch from your right inner leg, your groin to your knee, and then start to turn your navel towards your left knee. Now, if possible, see if you can start to lean towards your leg. And now I want you to drive down through this leg like you're going to externally rotate it and drive it through the ground. So push down through your ankle, through your shin, squeeze. And then release and come back up. We'll feel it much better when we go for pigeon. All right, we got the legs at 90 and 90. Put the stretch from your left inner leg to your knee. Navel in and up as you turn it towards your right knee. Angle yourself forward without rounding your spine so you're tipping from your pelvis. So I could go and round and go deeper, but if I really keep the stick up my back feeling, I get stuck about right there. Now let's press down through the right shin, ankle, activate the muscle, try to turn, externally rotate your thigh, feel your outer buttock turn on, push, push, push. Squeeze those muscles in your outer hip, and then relax, and feel if you can go deeper. Now let's put this into our pigeon stretch. If you're someone who normally feels a little sketchy in pigeon on the knee, you might feel that your body goes into it more willingly after having done that 90-90 position. So we'll just give it a shot. If it feels too sketchy on your knee though, I want you to just line your back and do ankle to knee. But otherwise, if you're feeling the stretch good in the meat of the muscle that we just worked on engaging, then hang out there, okay? And let me know in the comments if you feel like you're more connected to the stretch in your outer hip after having squeezed and engaged the muscle. Maybe you can come down onto your elbows, maybe you can lie flat, whatever you need to do to go to your space where you're right at your edge on sensation. Be there and breathe. Then come back up, and let's do the other side. Now upright yourself, sit over onto your left hip, bring your left leg around and see if you can cross your knees right at the center and sit up tall. You might need a block underneath your hips to be able to sit like this. That's fine. Otherwise you can just sit flat. And then we'll take the right hand behind the back from under and the left hand from above. You can stay upright or start to tip forward to feel a deeper stretch. Release that and change the cross of your legs. So now the right knee goes on top, left foot goes down. Sit up tall for a moment. And then take your left hand behind your back from under and right hand from above. Exhale all the way out. Go to the end of the exhalation. Feel where you can relax and surrender there. Then release that. Stretch both legs out in front of you. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Come back up and lie down onto your back. Take one more deep breath in through your nose. And with a sigh, let it out. Relax. Let go. As you scan your body for any areas where you're still holding tension, give permission to let go there. Then gently bend your knees. Roll over to your side. And press yourself up to seated. Bring your palms together. Thank you. Namaste. Hey, so let me know how your hips feel after today's class. You could even do a quick little test about that movement we did at the beginning. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes, that is... I've never felt my hips so open as that. So check that little test and then let me know in the comments section if your hip moved way better at the end. So just one of the benefits about doing that, those isometrics while we're holding, is it helps us to connect to the muscle that we're trying to stretch. And it gives that, often a muscle gets caught in this pattern where it won't engage or release all the way. It's like caught in between. So when we trick it to engage all the way, then it says, okay, now I can release all the way. So that when we go to move it, now we get full range of motion. So if you found that technique that we did helpful, it's something that I'm starting to play with, working in more to our classes, let me know below and I'll keep it going. I'd love to hear what your experience was with it. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please do that. It's the best way to support the channel. Make sure that you don't miss any future videos. And hit the like button. Last thing, if you really found this work helpful, I have a whole course called the Mobility Course, and that's on the Conscious Movement community. I'm going to put the link below. You can do it for every part in your body. So if you have an area of your body that you really need to focus on, if like, oh yeah, my chest, got a sticky spot in my chest I need to work on, then you're going to want to check that out. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a great day.